Assalamu alaikum and welcome once again. This is match number 5 of Bluebird Delhi Premier League Season 2, presented by NJS Cuisine and powered by Nat Solar Energy Private Limited. The first match of the tournament for Delhi boys, and they are up against D-Lighters team, who got off to a winning start in their first match. And D-Lighters, once again, after winning the toss, have decided to bat first, and this has been, I think, a good decision. Because in all the 4 matches that have been played previously, we saw the side winning the game who batted first. And even a total of 140 or 150 has proven to be match-winning one. Usman Nurse at the left-arm orthodox starting the proceedings. Run-out opportunity at the non-strikers end, but Saad Chawla scampers his way back to the single at the non-strikers end, and there was all of a sudden a confusion between the two openers, Saad and Abdullah Tawab. Abdullah Tawab and Saad Chawla, the right hand left hand opening pair for D-Lighters team. Got off to a winning start against Bluebird when they went out to score 164, which turned out to be enough for the men in purple. But this time they are against a strong Delhi boys team. Wrapped in the pass, looks straight. Now will the finger go up? The umpire decided the other way. Usman Arshad cannot believe it. He thought that was straightforward. Abdullah Tawab, the very first delivery that was fuller in length, just looking to play across the line, and he was, I think, showing his bat to the umpire too, just to indicate that he might have got some bat out there as well, but looked pretty close and might have been angling down the leg side. Staying on the back foot this time, Abdullah Tawab. Has been a very decent competitive tournament so far. If we talk about the first 4 matches, slightly fuller, but there's mid-off in place. I think it's the skipper himself, Farhan Taslim, standing there at mid-off. Once again, slightly short of the ball, hitting the pads. There is some confusion between the two batters. Direct hit at the non-strikers end, but Saad was rightly back in time at the crease and straight away pointing something to his partner at the other end. So pretty eventful first over comes to an end. It's 2 without a wicket, D-Lighters.
एक्स्ट्रा कवर है तीन रन एक ओवर
So it's going to be the spinner once again from the other end with the new ball, Vedic Ball, the finger spinner from the gymnasium end. Saad Chawla has already taken off his helmet. There's just one fielder on the leg side at deep square leg. Starts off with a wide down the leg side. It's the very same pitch where we saw the last match happening. between Arfin Builders and NJS Cuisine. And we all know that Arfin Builders, when they went on to bat first, they could only score 131, although it was a still pretty decent wicket to bat on. And in reply, NJS Cuisine fell short. So the message should be for both the openers is to just make sure that you occupy the crease and spend time at the crease. There is no point of ensuring that you go at 10 or 11 and over in the first 6 and then lose your applause in the middle stages of the innings. Just make sure that you build on the innings, and first target should be to score, to reach 140. And if they can do that with still few overs remaining, then they can go for the onslaught and try to go past 150, 160. They've got a very strong batting lineup. If we talk about Delighters' team, they've got the likes of the experienced Umar Chawla, who usually bats in the middle orders and is ever dependable. Goes for the big shot. There is Wake in deep in wicket region where Abdullah Tawab has placed that one. Now will he look to come back with his second? He doesn't. Because of the zero retention policy in this particular tournament of Delhi Southern Grand Community, you get to see new faces in every new team. Probably the very first time it's Ubaid Iqbal who is being a part of Delhi Boys, although we have seen Usman Arshad being a regular member, so is Farhan Taslim and Iftikhar Ahmed, but you will see some new faces in Delhi Boys squad as well. Fuller tries to go for a big one, extra cover running backward, but the ball just goes over his head. Trying to go hard at the spinner, Saad Suleiman Chawla, but just not being able to time the ball well, and lucky enough, he got just enough bat onto it that it went over the head of extra cover. You can expect both these openers to take few risks, especially with just two fielders outside, but in doing so, they need to ensure that they at least middle the ball well or place the ball in the gaps. Regular field changes for this left-hand, right-hand pair out there for Delighters' team. He's been given the opportunity to open the innings, Abdullah Tawab, because throughout his career he has batted at number 3 or number 4. Maybe he's got a point to prove as well moving forward, because there are 2 more tournaments coming up later this season after this Delhi Premier League. Now Saad Chawla batted really well in the very first match. He got up to an aggressive start, then he left the field because he wasn't really feeling really well, but then he came back. Couldn't reach his personal milestone, but he still made a valuable contribution of 40-odd runs. Once again, plays that one in the end. It's going to be taken. No, it's not. Almost a carbon copy of what happened a couple of deliveries ago. Attempting a big shot, not timing the ball well. The ball just going over the head of extra cover. And it was the same fielder too. Maybe the captain now will ask him to take a step or two backwards, or maybe to stand at the edge of the ring. Twice Ubaid Iqbal has created the opportunity, but unfortunately the ball just not carrying to the fielder at extra cover, in fact going over his head. I'm pretty sure Saad won't repeat that stroke next time around. Nicely bowled again by Ubaid Iqbal. 6 runs covering off his first over and 2 chances that were not taken. 2 overs done. Delighters are 8 for none.
आठ है 8 लग कर आएगा इधर एक बंदा गायब है आप आ जाए इधर अंदर आना बाबर अंदर आना बस
It will be Usman Rashid to continue with his second over now with the new ball. Pretty packed offside field for him. Tell you what, that wasn't far away from the off stump. He's living dangerously up till now, Saad. 2 times he has attempted a big shot and he's lucky enough the ball went over extra cover, and this time staying on the back foot to a delivery that wasn't that short of a length. Tell you what, that wasn't far away from the off stump. He should consider himself very lucky. This time he connects, but put down by mid wicket. In fact, excellent effort nevertheless from Iftikhar Ahmed, and if that would have stick, would have gone on to be one of the best catches we have seen in this tournament. We have already seen some spectacular catches being taken. That would have been right at the top. It was short, it was hit hard. Excellent effort from Iftikhar Ahmed, diving to its right, almost pulling off a stunner. Slightly short this time. He has pulled that one nicely, Abdullah Tawab. It will all across the top it and will go all the way for the first boundary of the innings of the Lighters team. And it has taken them 15 deliveries. In fact, the third over. Once again, big gap available between deep mid wicket and fine leg, and he just swiveled across, made sure that he stayed on the back foot and timed it well enough. Tell you what, that was hit hard. There were 2 sounds. Maybe he connected that one twice. Abdullah Tawab. Lucky enough, Daily Boys team, they had that fielder at long gone. Saad still in search of his first boundary. Still won't get it. Just placing it a little wider of the fielder at long gone. Brilliant effort in the field. Just a single for the right-hander. Good comeback from Usman Rashid. We haven't seen so much turn so far in the first 3 overs. And you can expect that. I mean, the ball doesn't turn straight away on this pitch, especially when it's hard and it's new. You get to see more and more turn towards the 7 overs and then beyond. He has been watchful on those fuller length deliveries, Abdullah Tawab. 3 overs completed. The Lighters are 15 for no loss.
राइटी वाली फील्ड पे आएंगे, राइटी वाली।
$15 for no loss. 3 overs left in the power play as Ubaid Iqbal continues his second over. And he's not afraid to pitch the ball up, especially to Saad Chawla, because he knew that Saad will look to take him on. He has attempted that shot previously a couple of times. Hasn't been that effective, but I'm pretty sure he's going to look to take on the bowler once again. He goes for the big shot once again. Chance for the field at point. This won't be put down. Easy catch for Iftikhar Ahmed. He might have dropped a very difficult chance early on, but this time it was just very simple. And Saad Chawla, hoping that he can get his first boundary, once again perishes in attempting a big stroke. Ubaid Iqbal deserved that wicket. He created 2 opportunities in his opening over. Both went over the head of the field at extra cover. This time, Iftikhar Ahmed positioned himself perfectly to take a simple one. First wicket gone down for delighters. Saad Chawla making a sad walk back to the dugout for scoring just 6. It's 15 for 1. One Saad departs, another one walks in. Pretty quiet start so far from Delighters' team. Just one boundary so far in 3.5 overs. That too came off the bat of the left-hander. Ubaid Iqbal usually picks up wickets early on in his innings, and he has done exactly that for his skipper. Just like all the teams, even this team consists of some really good bowling options. If we talk about Daily Boys, you've already seen Usman Arshad and Ubaid Iqbal taking on the new ball. Full toss, hits it really hard. Just Abdullah Tawab climbed onto that one. And the fielder at long gone, Khurram Shahid, won't be able to stop it. That's going to be another boundary for the left-hander. Coming around the wicket, coming wider of the crease, trying to create that angle, but ended up being a full toss and easily put away by Abdullah Tawab. Khurram Shahid, as we just mentioned, that he was standing there at long on, is another spin option, the left-arm Chinaman. And I can see Imran Chawla standing on the outside, the leg spinner. Goes for the big shot once again. It's going to land in front of Khurram Shahid. Now will he be able to pull it back? I think he just did in the end. Couple of runs for Abdullah Tawab. Finally he has decided to break shackles. We've got Gibran Saeed as well, the medium pacer. If required, then he'll be used. And we all have known that Iftikhar Ahmed can pull some offies too. Not to mention Asif Feroz, standing at square leg up till now. I'm pretty sure as soon as the batting power play is done and dusted, he's going to be introduced straight away because of the carom ball that he bowls. A bit of expensive, but a successful over comes to an end from Ubaid Iqbal. 4 overs done. It's 23 for 1.
अंदर आ जाए, पैर के अंदर आ जाए. बस ठीक है, बस ठीक है. इफ्तिखार भाई, 2 कदम अंदर होइएगा. इफ्तिखार भाई, इनको भी थोड़ा सा बाहर करें. बिल्कुल सीधा खड़े हुए हैं ये. हाँ बिल्कुल सही हो. नहीं कोई मसला नहीं. हाँ बस सही है. छोटे सिंगल वैसे भी नहीं भागेंगे ये लोग. रिलैक्स हो जाना. बहुत
Still no change in the bowling attack from Delhi boys. Usman Arshad into his third over now. Been pretty useful, very economical up till now, but obviously he would love to pick a few more wickets. Wide given by the umpire, in fact leg byes.
Thank you.
Saad Sultan. Another player who just likes to build on his innings, Saad Sultan. He's got all the experience. I mean, he has been a part of Delhi Southern Ground community cricket for such a long time now. Just bowled it a touch wide at there, Usman Arshad. I think it's important that both these batters should have a regular word with each other. Tries to go for a sweep shot, misses it altogether. He's trying something different, but nothing is coming off up till now for Saad. Usman Arshad so far has been brilliant. Rushing through his overs, look at his economy, just 3 and over. Might have hit the pads, but just a little too high, so it's going to be another dot ball to end the over. 5 overs done. The Lighters are now 24 for 1.
नहीं स्क्वायर लेग चाहिए ना और एक शॉर्ट मिड विकेट दे दें आप जाओ इधर सामने सामने इधर हाँ इम्मी इम्मी इधर आ इम्मी इधर से अंदर आगे अंदर से आपको ओवर द विकेट करेंगे हाँ इसको अंदर मेरी गति में ना पीछे हाँ राइट आर्म राउंड है आपको
First change in the bowling attack, and as expected, it's Asif Feroz, the off spinner. We were expecting him to come and bowl after the batting power play, but with just 1 over left, they have decided to bring a change away. Iqbal being replaced by Asif. And this is something that he does brilliantly, Asif Feroz. If there is any spinner who can turn the ball on any track in this Delhi Southern Ground community, it's that man on your screen. With the minimum change in his action, he can also bowl that carom ball, which is so hard to pick. And I'm pretty sure he'll be looking to set the batter up. Few deliveries turning away from the left-hander, and all of a sudden the ball is going to turn back in. Just like that. You can easily count on him to get you a couple of wickets in every game without conceding many runs, Asif Feroz. And in these conditions, where the pitch usually suits the spinners, it's important to have someone like Asif Feroz who can come and bowl at any stage of the innings. He'll bowl a couple of overs right now maybe, and then he's going to come and bowl towards the end of the innings. Very handy bowler. And the fact that he doesn't offer any pace whatsoever, so the batter, if they are looking to hit him away for runs, not only they have to make sure that they get the balance right and time the ball well, but they also have to generate that force to find those gaps and go for those big shots, which is not that easy. I mean, you get it when a fast bowler is operating, you can just use his pace and guide the ball and time the ball well, but not the case with Asif Feroz. Your skill level will have to be top notch to hit him away for runs. On his bad day, he might leave few runs, but those bad days usually don't come that often. Bit of a misfield there by mid-wicket. He's going to get a single. Saad Sultan missed out the first match, Saad Sultan, and we recently got to know that recently his father passed away, so let's hope he rests in peace, and all our best wishes are with his family. Losing a parent is always a big loss for anyone. Let's hope not only Saad but the whole family recovers from that pain and loss. 3 singles in that over, meanwhile, coming from Asif Feroz. 6 overs completed. The batting power play is done, and Delighters got off to a cautious start up till now. They're 27 for 1. Trying to play it late. Excellent effort from Vedic Bal at short third man. He was anticipating the ball to come towards him. That's why he just moved a little finer when he saw Abdullah Tawab attempting that stroke. Ground fielding has been very decent. Catching needs to be on point here from Delhi boys. Another lovely delivery. A bit of a fumble this time from Vedic Bal as Abdullah Tawab gathers another single. Now he's out there to play a longer innings tonight, I guess. Abdullah Tawab, he's in no mood of throwing his wicket away. We saw Saad Sultan attempting up some big shots in the previous over. We saw a catch also being put down on the over of Imran Chawla. Let's see whether he's going to continue with that approach against Asif Feroz, or will he just look to play down the ball and deal with singles and twos. It's going to be a wide down the leg side. As an off spinner, you have to be very watchful, especially with just one fielder at fine leg, and that too very square, because the sweep shot then becomes inevitable. Bit of a top edge chance for the bowler, but the ball just falls over his head. Just closing the face of the bat a little too early there, Saad Sultan, hoping that he might have got some single on the leg side, but getting a leading edge, and luckily Asif Feroz couldn't get there. Hasn't got it from the middle of the bat. Khurram Shahid will once again be in action. Just a single to win the over it is. It's 38 for 1 after 8. Hasn't got it from the... Just 6 runs coming in the previous over from Asif Feroz, all in singles and a wide down the leg side. He once again saw a big shot being attempted by Saad Sultan, that too in the last ball of the previous over, but turned out to be just a single towards long on. Now Imran Chawla will be bowling his second over. Has been all spin so far from Daily Boys team. And almost every bowler has done a pretty decent job. Ubaid Iqbal obviously being the wicket taker up till now. But if you look at the run rate, it's under 5 and over. Goes for the big shot, does Saad, and he gets it. Oh, a square leg. Extraordinary stuff from the big right-hander. He was attempting that stroke previously too. Finally getting from the middle of the blade. No turn whatsoever for Imran Chawla. He still hit that against the turn, but look at the position he got himself in. Perfect timing and placement. Yes, there was a fielder, but he still timed it too well. First 6 of the innings for Delighters. Hits it hard now, but there is protection out there. Asif Feroz there at a deep extra cover. Just get the feeling they might look to target one bowler. And looking at the bowling combination up till now, they will definitely look to give some respect towards Asif Feroz, and they will look to take on Imran Chawla. Staying on the back foot, getting another easy single there, Abdullah Tawab, and I think he's doing the right thing. He knows that although he has spent more time at the crease as compared to Saad Sultan, but it's Saad who is being the aggressor here in this partnership. So he's just taking those singles and giving the strike back to Saad so that he can once again go for those big shots. Comes down the wicket. Will he be stumped? I think he knows the result. The umpire has already raised his finger, and Saad did not even bother to look at the umpire towards his left. He knew he was well down, and he was very late to drag his bat inside the crease, and by that time the wicketkeeper did the right thing by dislodging the bails, and Imran Chawla finally gets his revenge. He got hit for a 6 in the very first ball of the over, but came back well and got rid of Saad Sultan. Second wicket gone down for Delighter's team. Shah Sultan now making his walk back. They are now 46 for 2.
भाई क्या चीज हाँ ले लो यहाँ ले लो यहीं पे रहो। एक पीछे जाएगा ना वहाँ पर बाबर को यहीं रोक दें उस्मान भाई को ले लें उस्मान भाई को फाइन ले लें उस्मान भाई को फाइन ले लें उस्मान फाइन आ जाए उस्मान भाई नहीं है साकिब भाई सॉरी साकिब भाई बाबर तुम इधर आ जाओ तुम अंदर हो जाओ ये तुम इधर ही रहो बाबा इधर ही रहो मतलब पीछे 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 बड़ा मंदिर बस ठीक आगे आ जाओ बॉल के साथ स्टार्ट लेते हुए आ जाएंगे दोनों एक पीछे रहेगा एक ऊपर रहेगा एक दो कदम
Umar Chawla now walks in at number 4. Played an outstanding innings in the very first match against Bluebird until the last ball of the innings when he got a full toss from Safir Chaudhary, which he hit over square leg for a 6 and made sure that he side went past 160 and he also got past his half century. He's in almost a similar position once again where he'll have to do the rebuilding job and to get a big score for his team and himself. Dot ball to win the over, 6 runs and a wicket in that over from Imran Chawla. 9 overs done. Delighters have just gone past 5 run and over. They are now 46 for 2. Reduces in place of Asif Feroz. 5th spin option for Delhi boys. Just a couple of wickets for them so far. We saw Shah Chawla losing his wicket early on, and then in the previous over we saw Shah Sultan getting stumped. And I would have loved to see Asif Feroz to continue in his third over too, especially against someone like Umar Chawla, because If there is anyone who can cause a bit of trouble to Umar Chawla early on in his innings, it's that man Asif Feroz, with the variations that he has got and the experience that he brings in this bowling attack. Saqib might be a pretty decent option against the left-hander, but against someone like Umar Chawla, I don't think he's going to trouble him a lot. That's what I was mentioning, being an off-spinner, if he can get a ball to turn a bit and bounce against the left-hander, he can cause difficulties for Abdullah Tawab. Full toss, hits it flat, but one bounce towards long on. If they won't get on with things in the next 3 or 4 overs, then they will have to do something heroic in the last 5. Ideally, they should be hoping that they can be somewhere between 80 and 90 till the end of the 15th over, so that in the last 5, even if they score at around 10, they will be able to go past 140, 150. That's excellent effort in the field. Partially stopped, but he still saved a few runs there, Khurram Shahid. 50 comes up with that single for the Lighters team. Into the 10th over after the loss of 2 wickets. Hits it wide of long off, and he's going to get a boundary. Diving effort from that fielder at long off, but to no avail, because that ball just went under his body and went beyond the boundary ropes. Firmly timed and placed by Abdullah Tawab. It was a deliberate hit, and he got the desired result in the end as well. So a boundary it is to end the over. 10 overs have now been completed. The Lighters, after winning the toss and choosing to bat first, have scored 54 for the loss of 2 wickets.
मैंने कोई बोला, मैंने कहा उनको भाई बोलना पड़ता है, हम तो 6 साल से
सर ये बल्ला है।
एक कदम अंदर रहे और आप 1-2 कदम पीछे रहिएगा। एक बंदा ऊपर है तो एक पीछे रहे थोड़ा सा। अंदर होएगा 1-2 कदम। नहीं देख रहे भाई सारे।
Another wicket-taking bowler has been taken off the attack. Khurram Shahid has been brought in. He's very different as you compare to the other spinners of Delhi Boys team. Left-arm Chinaman, wrong-footed. That looks close. The bowler and the wicket-keeper pleading the umpire to raise his finger, but the umpire was in no mood, I guess. It was slightly shorter and the impact was well outside, and it was a little too high as well. Almost hit him on his waist, although he was down, but the impact was clearly outside the off stump. That's what he does, Khurram Shahid. He's slightly wrong-footed and he bowls faster through the air. Sharp single from Umar Chawla. He's a busy player. Doesn't waste that much time at the crease, but all he needs to do right now is to make sure that he keeps the scoreboard moving. It has been given as a no ball by the on-field umpire, and that's why the skipper Farhan Taslim is having a word with him. Because if you look at the replay of the previous delivery, he came wider of the crease, and maybe his back foot was touching the crease there, the left white line on the crease. Umpire spotted that. And now as a result, Abdullah Tawab, the left-hander, will get a free hit. Now they can afford to change the field because the batter crossed. Single was taken. Khurram Shahid, what will he do next? He's adjusting the field on the leg side, asking deep and wicket fielder to move a little in. Drops it slightly shorter, but bowl it too wide outside the awesome so that the ball will be far away from the hitting zone, and that's not a good throw. That is well wide of him. Maybe he was not targeting the stumps and he was targeting the umpire. Luckily, no major damage done on that free hit. Goes for the sweep shot. Once again, appeal and given this time by the umpire. Khurram Shahid is doing wonders for Daily Boys team. It was the second time that he has managed to hit Umar Chawla on the pads. On previous occasion, the impact was outside the off stump. This time, it might have been just clipping the off stump because you could still see the leg stump there when he was looking to sweep that ball. But the slow raising finger of the umpire suggested that Umar Chawla will have to perish. Wicket in his very first over for Khurram Shahid, and it's a big one of Umar Chawla. The Lighters team, whose run rate was already under 6 and over, but have now lost their third wicket. Now they are 57 for 3. Anas Mustafiz comes in at number 5. And tell you what, this is a very, very interesting passage of play with Umar Chawla being dismissed. The run rate not that high and spinners all over the opposition right now. We'll have to witness a special knock from one of the batters of D-Lighters team. Can be Abdullah Tawab because of the time that he has spent out there, and if there is anyone who knows how the pitch is behaving, it's him. But even he will have to play out of his comfort zone. Good bowling. Really good start. This is from Khurram Shahid. He has been excellent in the field, and now he has picked up a wicket as well. 1 for 4 in his opening over. As after 11, the Lighters are 58 for 1. 58 for 3. So it's 58 for 3. Sakib Yahya will be into his second over now. Batters must be hoping when will they get an opportunity to face a fast bowler so that they can use the pace. Don't think that's going to be the case because they've got so many spin bowling options. 6 spinners have been used already. Anas Mustafiz it is. That's his trademark stroke where he just looks to give himself enough room and almost looks to sweep that ball over long on and long off. When it's his day, we know how much damage he can do to the bowling side. Off late, he has not been really amongst the runs. Missed out in the first match too. But being the senior man now, the responsibility is on his shoulder, especially with the departure of Umar Chawla in the previous over. That's going to be a wide. Didn't turn a great deal, but that pitched outside the off stump. In fact, well outside the off stump. None of the batters have tried anything different out there tonight so far. Lucky, very lucky there, Abdullah Tawab. He was just shuffling across the off stump so that he can pull the ball on the leg side. A half-hearted stroke and it almost carried to Ved Iqbal at square leg. He has been out there since the start of the innings, so not that fresh now, Abdullah Tawab, so you won't see him running across the pitch to come back for the second run, whereas Anas Mustafi will obviously ask him to convert those singles into twos. And in this partnership, even, I mean, if there is anyone who can hit those big shots, it's the righty at the crease. Attempts another big stroke, but all across the turf towards long on. If Sakib Yahya can bowl out his overs without conceding many runs, I think it's going to be a bonus for Delhi Boys team because he doesn't bowl that often. And if they can get his 3 or 4 overs away without conceding many runs, bowlers to step in. That's going to be another wide down the leg side. It's the second of the over. Tries to hit it hard, not going to carry too long on. Imran Chawla just missing it, but making sure that the ball doesn't go and reach the boundary ropes. Not at any stage of the innings the run rate has gone past 6 and over for D. Leiter's team. I mean, they already came up with a plan of reaching to 130 and 140 first, because they know that in the previous 4 matches that has proven to be the winning total. Goes for a big shot, goes over extra cover. Does Anas Mustafiz now? Will the long off fielder get there? Imran Chawla does a really good job. Had a bit of ground to cover, which he did. Ran all the way towards that ball. A bit of a slide and made sure that he pulled the ball back. Couple of runs to end the over. 12 overs completed. D. Leiters are 66 for 3. into his second over now. Khurram Shahid starts off with a very wide delivery outside the off stump. Now he's already done what the captain asked of him, that to get the wicket of Umar Chawla, which he did in the first over, but he needs to make sure that he keeps that pressure on the batting side. That's nicely timed by Abdullah Tabab. Will fetch him another couple. Usually it's easier for the left-handed batter to face the left-arm spinner. With the angle, the ball usually comes into the pads and it's easier to hit on the leg side as compared to on the off side. Pulls another one well outside the off stump. He has adorned a new hairstyle for this tournament, Khurram Shahid. Might be better if he come up with a hairband in the next match around, because he's obviously not getting a better view of the batter when he's into his delivery stride. That's another one. The bowling effort has been pretty disciplined up till now. That's the third wide of the over. Khurram Shahid just need to take a bit of a breather. Good one. Just turned in a bit. Good throw, but Anas Mustafiz was well aware that the throw will be at his end. Change in the field for the right-hander. Obviously the backward point comes in. There is deep extra cover against Anas Mustafiz. We saw him attempting a big stroke in that region in the previous over. He does that a lot, but will he look to play against a turn? Khurram Shahid knows, because he has played so much against Anas Mustafiz, that he's not going to bowl that fuller against him. He's just going to keep it slightly shorter so that Anas cannot get underneath the pitch of that delivery. Well, this time he does. He hits it hard and long, and that might go all the way for 6, and it does. Excellent timing and placement from Anas Mustafiz. He was just waiting for that length, coming wider of the crease again, just getting enough room there, Anas Mustafiz, so that he can just clear his front leg. Goes over extra. Not an easy shot to play, especially with that much timing and power, but he does that effortlessly in the end. Second 6 now of the innings of the Lighters. We saw Saad Sultan hitting one. This time it was Anas Mustafiz sweeping that bit of a top edge. Fine leg and third man were both pretty square. Don't think they will pull the ball back. That's going to run away for 4. So the runs have started to come for the Lighters team. A very lengthy and an expensive over from Khurram Shahid comes to an end. We saw 3 extras, a 6 and a boundary in that over. 13, in fact 12 overs have now been completed. In fact 13 are done, the Lighters. For the first time in the innings have gone past 6 and over. They are 82 for 3. All right, so they've got one more wicket-taking bowler. It's Abdullah Nawab, who is also a part of Delhi Boys in this edition of Delhi Premier League. Bowling for the very first time in his innings in the 14th over. Another wicket-taking option. So things are not going to get easier for Delighters. Although they've got few runs in the last couple of overs, courtesy of that big six from Anas Mustafis and a boundary that he got in the previous over. But even from here on to go past 140, they will have to bat out of their skins. 3-dot deliveries to start. Pressure must be mounting on Abdullah Tawab because it's a T20 format, remember. 42 deliveries for 35. Yes, they have been up against a really good bowling attack, but in T20 format, your strike rate needs to be at least up to 100, if not more. Hits it hard and long. Chance for the fielder at long on, and I think he has grasped that one, Imran Chawla. It was hit hard, it was hit flat from Abdullah Tawab. Imran Chawla, once again the ball coming in his direction. He got there, the ball just hitting his thighs and going down. Would have been a really good catch because that was coming quickly towards him. Abdullah Tawab getting a life. Anas Mustafis, well, the runs have started to come since his arrival. And you can easily guess that looking at his strike rate, which is more than 200 now. Ideally, Delighters team would love him to stay out there till the end. And even if you look at his stance, it becomes very difficult to hit the ball on the offside, especially over extra cover, because his front leg is almost pointing towards mid-wicket. And as a bowler, you expect him to go for the big shot on the leg side. But he usually targets wide and long off an extra cover region. Changing his angle once again, Abdullah Nawab for the left-hander. Tell you what, that was a dangerous shot. Stayed on the back foot to a delivery that was much fuller in length, but he still makes sure that he keeps his bat down and gets a single. Won't be that quick between the wickets now, Abdullah Tawab. Lovely delivery. Thickish outside edge, and Anas Mustafis will get a run. But most importantly, he'll get the strike at the start of next over. 5 runs in that over from Abdullah Nawab. 14 done. Delighters are 87 for 3. Glittery trophy for the Delhi Premier League Season 2, which will be given to the side winning the final, obviously. And the way teams have played up till now, it's very hard to decide which team will go out on top, because every team has put up a decent show so far in their respective matches. Yes, the Bluebird team has been slightly unlucky because they have got 2 defeats, but even those 2 defeats were of the narrow margin, so you cannot take them out of the equation with still 3 more matches to come for them. And apart from them, every other team has also played some extraordinary cricket. Arfeen Miller is obviously sitting at the top comfortably with 2 wins out of 2 games. Himalaya Package is winning their first and losing the other. It's the second match for Delighters and the first one for Delhi Boys. So lots and lots of action coming your way in the next couple of weeks. So far we have mentioned the bowling attack of Delhi Boys team, but even D-Lighters have got some really good spinners in their ranks. Asif Feroz meanwhile has been brought in once again. Change of ends for him. Starts off with a quicker delivery. 6 or 7 spin options have been used so far for Delhi Boys, and if you talk about D-Lighters team, well, even they've got some really good spinners. They already have the Delhi Express Ali Musa, who tore apart the top order of Bluebird in their very first match when he caught 4 wickets. 3 of them came in the power play. Staying on the back foot, nicely timed. Error committed there from Khurram Shahid at point, and as a result, Anas Mustafiz will get a 4. He has played so much cricket against someone like Asif Feroz. He knew it's going to be bowled much lower through the end. Look at how late he played that one. He's got really good hands. When he times the ball well enough, it usually travels past the boundary ropes. He's playing a gem of a knock, Anas Mustafiz, up till now. Exactly what Hasibuddin Chawla did a couple of nights ago for Arfeen Builders when he struck 22 of 12 deliveries and almost changed the course of his match because of his power hitting towards the end. Quicker one, but he'll still get a single. We were talking about the bowling options that D-Lighters have got. Obviously, Umar Chawla will be bowling his spell of 4 overs, and then they've got a wicket-taking option. Daniel Tariq, Ali Musa, if he's a part of the playing 11, will obviously take on the new ball. Ali Nasser, the medium pacer. Shahzeb Zafar, who didn't feature in the first match. I just get the feeling he'll get to bowl in this one, so anything more than 130 will not be that easy for Delhi Boys to chase down. And that's why this Delhi Premier League becomes even more competitive, that even a total of 140 sometimes turn out to be a winning one. Still not looking comfortable 100%, Abdullah Tawab. I think the role for him is to just stay there till the end. Following the batter, Asif Feroz. He has been in these situations in so many times before in his career, so he knows what to do exactly against the left-hander. Sweep shot doesn't come him naturally. That's why we haven't seen him really attempting that sweep shot. Otherwise, there were a couple of occasions where he could have easily swept that ball in this over between square leg and fine leg, but he couldn't. Another faster one, but not timing it all at all there. Anas Mustafiz. Mind games being played here between the bowler and the batter, and so far, in fact, the last couple of deliveries, we saw Asif Feroz winning it. 15 overs completed with 5 overs to go. D-Lighters are 93 for 3. Into his second over now. Abdullah Nawab running the first one hard. Anas Mustafiz wanted to come back for the second one, but his partner at the non-strikers end asked him not to, because he knew the throw will be at his end and he will be the man in danger. They still have got lots of bowlers who are yet to finish off their spell. It's just the second over of Abdullah Nawab. I'm pretty sure he's going to bowl throughout the innings. Asif Feroz will get to bowl one more. We might see Usman Arshad being asked to bowl one more over at least in these last 5. Or maybe even Ubaid Iqbal. because even he has a couple of overs remaining in his spell. And it's such a luxury to have so many bowling options in your lineup. Khurramshad, I'm pretty sure, won't be given a ball now because of the way he bowled in the previous over. 3 wides, a 6 and a boundary that he got. I think his role was to get a wicket, which he did. Now it's up to the other bowlers to make a point. Pitch, and I think he's going to be stumped. Abdul Basit Zaki it is who didn't miss that one. Two wicket keepers in this Delhi South Grand community do not let the ball go out of their reach. One is Hasibuddin Chawla and the other one is Abdul Basit Zaki, and both of them have lived up to the reputation so far in this tournament. Although Abdullah Tawab tried to put his bat back, but unfortunately he was short of his crease. He walks back after fighting hard for his team. He walks back after scoring 38. And Delhi boys have now lost their 4th wicket. In fact, D-Lighters have now lost their 4th wicket at 95. Ali Nasir walks in. Another wide down the leg side from Abdullah Nawab, but might have been introduced later on in this innings, but he has run his part. Abdullah Nawab got that wicket of Abdullah Tawab, who was still looking to get few more runs under his belt. Ali Nasir, another hard hitter of the cricket ball, very useful down the order. And if he can stay there till the end, you can expect to see some fireworks from him. Slaps that one. Once again, long on fielder will be in action. Imran Chawla out there. One more ball left in this over from Abdullah Nawab. There's a pretty decent partnership going on between Abdullah Tawab and Anas Mustafiz, with Anas getting those boundaries and Abdullah dealing in singles. But now these two gentlemen will have to make sure that they not only get quick runs, but they occupy the crease till the end. Just placing it on the offside and getting a single. Doing the right thing, Anas Mustafiz. There is no point of risking your wicket against someone like Abdullah Nawab. A decent over comes through an end from Abdullah. 16 overs done with 4 to go. D-Lighters are 98 for 4. So with 4 overs to go, it's going to be the last over from Asif Feroz. Anas Mustafi is still trying hard to get some runs under his belt. Just get the feeling he needs to wait till this over gets over, because he can still get those boundaries in the last 3. All you need is just one big over where you can score more than 15 or 20, and your scoring rate will be right back on track. Asif Feroz hasn't picked up a wicket up till now, but he's pretty capable of still doing more damage in this last over. Ali Nasser. Well, he hasn't spent much time at the crease up till now, but I'm pretty sure he's going to look to take on the off spinner. Slightly shorter, not going to carry towards Khurram Shahid. Did the right thing by charging towards the ball, but in the end he just realized that he's not going to get there, so he just stopped in the end and made sure that he didn't go for a catch, and in the process made sure that the ball doesn't go beyond him. So many times we have seen the fielders attempting to take that catch and they just overrun it in the process, and the ball goes for the boundary towards long gone. So Khurram Shahid did the right thing. Anas now goes over extra cover, but there is a fielder out there positioned specifically for this stroke. Good active captaincy being done from Daily Boy skipper. And it also comes up for them. Slightly slower through the air. Not afraid to pitch the ball up, knowing the fact that it's the 17th over of the innings, but he's still looking to buy that wicket for himself. There's Asif Feroz. Big heave towards the leg side. Maybe he's not your bowler. And that's why it's important to spot your bowlers. I mean, Asif Feroz is someone who is not easy to hit away for runs, so all they need to do is to get down and try to get 6 singles in his over. Quicker one, big appeal. Will the finger be raised? It's not going to be. Well, Abdul Basit Zaki spent a lot of time appealing for that one. Leg bye is given in the end by the on-field umpire, although that looked pretty close to the naked eye. It was a quicker one. He was shuffling across the crease. Might have been angling down the leg side. The umpire might have been in 2 minds because the batter crossed, and in the end decided that it was not going to go in the favor of the bowling side. So leg bye it is to end the over. 17 overs have been done with just 3 overs to go. Now they are at 102 for 4. Three more overs left. Abdullah Nawab into his third and almost got another wicket. Well, Ali Nasser, someone needs to talk to him and make him realize that if the boundaries are not coming, just get down to the other end and get those singles. 2 of 7, knowing the fact that just 3 overs to go is not a good ask. Slightly short, hits it flat. Imran Chawla won't be able to get there. That's going to go over his head and well beyond the boundary ropes. Abdullah Nawab just dropping it slightly short. Might have been a wrong attempt. The ball just turned away from him a fraction. But he hit it powerfully enough. Ali Nasser, he's got so much strength. Ideal time for someone like him to be out there, but if he's spending time at the crease, he needs to make that count. powerfully struck, but it will just be a run towards long off.
बाहर से पकड़ लेना ऊपर से देख लो बाहर से
Well, we have already seen so many bowling options from Delhi boys. If we talk about their batters, they've got Gibran Said, who can open the innings. He can come down the order. They've got Iftikhar Ahmed, Farhan Taslim, the most experienced of the batters in their squad.
बहुत पकड़ता है
Khurram Shahid is another useful batter in the middle overs. So even they've got very decent batting lineup. Full toss. Well, he missed that one. Anas Mustafi has got solo and he's disappointed. Just look at his reaction there. You don't get to face free hits or full tosses like that, especially against someone like Abdullah Nawab, who is always at you. That ball should have been dispatched out of the ground. Instead, it turned out to be a dot delivery. Now he goes for the big shot. He hits it flat and he hits the... I think he hits the boundary ropes on the full. That's going to be the result he was looking for. Much fuller in length. Once again, clearing his front leg, giving himself enough room so that he can just open up that side for himself. And it was hit powerfully enough and flat enough to go past that fielder at long off. 2 sixes now in the over. First one came from the bat of the left-hander Ali Nasser, and now Anas Mustafiz got that one under his belt. Another full toss. It's going to go towards the fielder at square leg. 2 more runs will be added to the total. This is exactly the sort of over they were looking for. 15 runs coming in that over from Abdullah Nawab. 18 overs completed with 2 more left. T-Lighters are 117 for 4. So Usman Arshad coming in to bowl the 19th over of the innings. That's going to be his last. Smashed straight down the ground towards long off. He's finally getting the middle of his blade now, Ali Nasser. But what an innings this has turned out to be from Anas Mustafiz. 34 of 20 deliveries. Couple of sixes so far from him. And if he stays out there till the end of the innings, you can expect a big score. And by big score, we mean in excess of 140 or 150. Just asking his fielders to move a little towards their left on the offside, Abdul Basit Zaki, because he's getting a much clearer view of where the fielders are positioned. Last over, he hasn't given away many runs, Usman Arshad. He will hope to keep it that way. That's a top edge. Abdul Basit Zaki, will he be able to get there? He doesn't. But most importantly, they keep Anas Mustafiz off strike. 10 more balls left. 12 and over, and they'll go past 140. Not 1 over has been bowled by a fast bowler in this innings. But that's a wide one. Might be given as a no ball because that was well wide of the playing pitch. There was no one at short third. The fielder at fine leg had to cover that one, which he did. I think it was Imran Chawla running behind that ball. given as a no ball by the on-field umpire, as we expected. And they ran 2 as well, so 3 extras will be added to the total, and most importantly, the next one will be a free hit. Now this is what happened in that match between D-Lighters and Bluebirds as well. Comes down the track, will be stumped, but you cannot be out-stumped on a free hit or on a no ball. We were talking about that match between Bluebird and D-Lighters when everything was going right for Bluebird's team, but then came the 19th over. That was bowled by Hamad Shakil, and he went for a couple of sixes and a boundary. And from there on, the D-Lighters team got that momentum back in their favour. Not only they got useful runs towards the end, but they also came back for the run chase and took wickets early. So that's why it's important that Daily boys don't lose their plot here in the last couple of overs. Hits it hard, chance for extra cover, and he takes it. Asif Feroz took a really good catch diving towards his left, and it's a big wicket considering the fact that it's Ali Nasser who could have done so much damage towards the end. But Asif Feroz making sure that he doesn't let the ball go out of his reach. So Ali Nasser just hitting 1-6 in his innings, walks back to the dugout. The Lighters losing their 5th. It's 122 for 5. Ali Musa walks in at number 7. Straight away goes for the big shot. Chance of Khurram Shahid at long off, and he spills it. Well, he had so much time to get much closer to the ball, but he just stopped in the end, and I think his knees got stuck. Had to stretch his hands to take that catch and made a horrible mess of that one. Could have easily been on his toes and get down to the ball to take it, but he tried to do something different, and that didn't go in his favor. Couple of runs for him, Ali Musa. Swing and a miss. It's going to be a dot delivery. Brilliant spell comes to an end from Usman Arshad. 1 for 14 for the left-arm orthodox. As 19 overs comes to an end, the Lighters are 124 for 5. Last over now of the innings. Hitting it really hard is Anas Mustafiz, but will just get a run. Well, ideally at this stage, it's anyone who can be on strike is a good thing for D Lighter's team, because both can strike the ball a long way back. Chance for the fielder at mid-wicket, and he's not going to pull that one off. Simple chance taken. Ali Musa perishes. Looking to give himself enough room, was looking to hit much straighter than that, but the bat just turning in his hands, and in the end, fielder at short mid-wicket took a really easy catch in front of his face. So another wicket for Abdullah Nawab. That's his second of the night. D Lighters, well, now they're at 125 for 6. Big shot attempted. Mid-wicket will once again be in action. Now will he come back for the second run? Anas Mustafiz is asking him to come back, and he's going to make it in the end. Abdullah bin Imran. We saw 131 being defended easily by Arfeen Builders against NJS Cuisine. Will that be the case for D Lighters? Because they're not going to go past 150, that's for sure. Bit of an appeal there from Abdul Basit Zaki. He thought the batter was outside the crease, and the umpire has referred it upstairs. There was definite movement from the batter. Now, was he outside the crease or not? The replay will suggest it. All right, so that was the delivery. Slightly shorter. He was looking to pull that one. Got a little off balance. Now you can see his right leg. His toes are on the ground but outside the crease. His left foot well outside the crease. And in the process of coming back, his left foot was in the air. And it was at that time Abdul Basit Zaki took the bails off. Brilliant presence of mind being shown there by the wicketkeeper, and I just get the feeling he might have brought another wicket of D Lighters. Tala now comes into bat. Just one more ball left. Couple of wickets in this last over for Abdullah Nawab. He might have come in late to bowl his 4 overs, but he has been mighty effective tonight once again. His previous over might have been a touch expensive, but now he has come back with a couple of wickets. So the last ball of the innings coming up. Low full toss, hits it hard, does Anas Mustafi. He's going to get a 6. Perfect way to finish off the innings. A 6 over square leg, just like the way Umar Chawla did in their previous match. That was against a left-arm fast bowler, this time against the spinner. And that has gone all the way for 6. And with that, they have finished off at 135 in their allotted 20 overs. Brilliant innings from Anas Mustafiz. He stayed out there till the end, ensuring that his side posted a decent fighting total in the end. Abdullah Tawab with some runs at the start of the innings, but he consumed a lot of deliveries. 49 for his 38. 12 runs for Saad Sultan. When he lost his wicket, Anas stayed out till the end, 42 or 23, and it was his innings that did all the difference. Ali Nasser scoring 10. Unfortunately, Umar Chawla missing out tonight, but 134 will still prove to be a fighting total in the end. All spinners tonight for Delhi boys. Usman Arshad and Ubaid Iqbal picking up a wicket each. So did Imran Chawla and Khurram Shahid. So 135 now is the target for Delhi boys. Ali Musa taking on the new ball, and straight away Iftikhar Ahmed looking to pull that ball, just went over square leg. And I think it was Zani Al Tariq who gave the chase and stopped that ball. You can expect some electrifying start from both these teams, because you've got someone like Abdul Basit Zaki at one end. Now he's going to be on strike, who likes to take on the new ball bowlers, especially in the first 6 overs. And then you've got someone like Ali Musa with the new ball, and we know all the damage that he did in the first 6 overs the other day against Bluebird. He's got so much pace, Ali Musa. And he was simply unplayable when he was looking to bowl those bouncers in that first match. Got a couple of wickets in that fashion, especially that delivery that got rid of Umar Taslim. I think that was a blinder of a ball. Then he got rid of Anas Feroz and castled Ali Parvez Chawla. He's now up against Iftikhar Ahmed, who is getting his straps in place. Iftikhar Ahmed opening the innings along with Abdul Basit Zaki. Then they've got someone like Farhan Taslim, their skipper. He's going to come in the middle order. Fielder at first slip. For specifically these sort of strokes. He bowls so fast, and if you need to move the ball when it's much newer, it's important that he had decent pace. Ali Musa has got lots of it. Anas Mustafiz, who is usually the man behind the gloves, but he's standing at first slip. He took some really good catches in the previous match against Bluebird. Slightly shorter, much outside the off stump. Wickets are going to be crucial for the Lighters. 134, yes, they managed to get in the end in the last 20 overs, but not every day is a Sunday, and one day or the other the pattern is going to get broken of the sides winning the toss and in fact winning the match after batting first. That's a quick single taken by Iftikhar Ahmed, once again not in control of that pull shot. But Ali Musa is not going to look to pitch the ball a lot. He's going to attempt those bouncers every now and then against both these batters, hoping that one of these two batters make a mistake, commit a blunder, and lose their wicket in the process. Issues with his bats, Iftikhar Ahmed. Now that's a top edge. Be taken. Two fielders trying to get in the needed and taken beautifully in the end. I think it's Afan Imran who has taken a really important catch right at the start of the innings. It's Abdul Basit Zaki who was once again looking to hit it as hard as possible. A delivery that was short and wide, having no timing whatsoever, and a good running catch taken by Afan Imran. Ali Musa once again picking up wickets early. And it's not going to be easy for Delhi boys. Remember, 135 is not going to be an easy chase for the batting side. It's 3 for 1 after the first over. It was Ali Musa and Mohib Suleiman who took the new ball in the first match. Surprisingly, tonight it's going to be the leg spinner Daniel Tariq. Almost got a wicket there of his first delivery. That was full and straight. Iftikhar Ahmed just looking to hit across the line, and luckily the ball didn't hit the stumps. Took 3 wickets in the first match, Daniel Tariq, when he was introduced very late in the attack. Tonight he has been brought in with the new ball. Usually he bowls in after the power play. Probably it's the first time I'm witnessing him bowling in the power play. But he's a wicket-taking option for sure. Gibran Saeed is the new man in at number 3. That's going to be a wide down the leg side. Going for a kill straight away, D-Lighters team. They want wicket early. They mean business. They've already got that big wicket of Abdul Basit Zaki. Gibran Saeed didn't get to bowl tonight. But now at number 3, he's got a job in his hands. Lovely delivery. Bit of a confusion out there. There will be a chance of a run out at the non-striker's end, but the fielder just didn't realize that Gibran Saeed decided to run for that single a little too late. Iftikhar Ahmed spotted that, straight away asked him to come for a run. Well, do they need to go for those risky singles right now, especially after losing a wicket early on? That's why both these batters are now having a word with each other. The communication needs to be on point. Iftikhar Ahmed is a good player against spin. He likes to take on the spinners, but Daniel is a very clever customer. Hits it hard. Long on is in position. Will just get a single. Iftikhar Ahmed. Marshalling the troops, Umar Chawla himself standing at mid-off. I think it's a good decision to bring someone like Daniel Tariq with the new ball. Lovely delivery. Gibran Saeed had no clue whatsoever. He's looking at the pitch, but there are no demons in pitch, that was for sure. That was a good length delivery, and he decided to stay on the back foot. Bit of a top edge chance from Umar Chawla at mid-off, and he's going to take it. He usually picks up wickets in his spell, Daniel Tariq, and he has done it once again in his very first over. Gibran Saeed, who was struggling against the leg spinner, decided to break the shackles, looking to hit it across the line towards the leg side, got bottom edge. And Umar Chawla was sitting comfortably at mid-off. 2 wickets in 2 overs for D-Lighters. Gibran Saeed came and he went. It's 7 for 2, Delhi boys, after 2 overs. starts off with a short delivery. Well, he caused some difficulties to Iftikhar Ahmed with some short pitch stuff in his first over 2, and I think he's going to target him with a few more bouncers. Farhan Taslim, the new man in the skipper, but he's at the non-strikers end. Iftikhar Ahmed at the crease. Hits it hard on the offside. That's brilliant timing and placement. Anas Mustafiz won't cut that one off. Just getting a little predictable now, Ali Musa. Iftikhar Ahmed was waiting for that delivery. Just give himself a bit of room outside the off stump so that he can open up that offside, and got plenty of bat behind it. One bounce and it almost carried all the way for 6-2. Now he has attempted a couple of bouncers. Just expect something to be a little fuller. Another short pitch stuff, but that will be a wide. And if you're attempting bouncer, you need to make sure that you target the body of the batter. He was lucky enough that Abdul Basit Zaki couldn't time the ball, although it was short and it was well outside the off stump. Any other bowler that would have gone all the way for 4, but not against Ali Musa because he brings so much pace. Iftikhar Ahmed doing the right thing, getting a single and giving the strike now to the captain, Farhan Taslim. The first time Farhan is leading Delhi boys. Well, usually it's Iftikhar Ahmed. Well, these two do a pretty decent job because they are both very experienced. Very dependable batter, Farhan Taslim. It's going to be a wide down the leg side. He was doing the right thing, just looking to target those stumps, especially against the new batter. Because he must have been expecting another short pitch stuff, because that's what he has been witnessing at the non-strikers and Farhan Taslim. And all of a sudden, Mali Musa bowls a full one. Smashes that one. Anas Mustafiz, will he be able to cut that one off? He does. He has been a revelation in the field. Anas Mustafiz took some really good catches in the previous match and on this occasion saved a certain boundary for his team. One thing is for sure, no matter how many runs he's going to go for, he's still going to come harder and try to bowl as quicker as possible. A bit of a fumble. They're going to go for a single. There is a shy the non-strikers in, and tell you what, that ball wasn't far away from the off stump and he almost dropped his bat too behind the crease. So if that ball would have hit the stumps at the non-strikers end, you never know, Farhan Taslim would have been in a lot of danger. Plenty of things happening as you expect that to happen, especially when Ali Musa bowls, because he always keeps the batter on their toes. That might be a wide. That was well over the head height of Iftikhar Ahmed. He's probably the quickest in this Delhi South Grand community. You've got, well, we have already seen so many good spinners in our community that have proven what they are capable of. And if we talk about fast bowlers, I think he's the quickest of the lot. Yes, there are some other fast bowlers too who chipped in with wickets, but when you talk about pace, raw pace, it's just Ali Musa. Top edge, that's going to fly over the first slip's head, and that will run away for 4. No chance for third man on that occasion. That's what happens when you try to bowl as fast as possible. Iftikhar Ahmed slashing hard at it. No chance for the fielder at first slip, Mohib Suleiman, and no chance for the fielder at third man either. A boundary it is to end the over. 3 overs completed. Delhi boys are 22 for 2. So 22 for 2 after 3 overs. Both new ball bowlers have picked up a wicket each. Partially stopped, but couldn't stop it completely. Daniel Tariq, as Farhan Taslim gets another single towards mid-off. Now they've got more options tonight if you talk about their bowling. D-Lighters team, they've got Shazib Zafar as well. Not sure whether they're going to be using him. They've got Afan Imran, the left-arm orthodox. Then Umar Chawla, obviously we'll see him at some stage in the innings. Ali Nasser. Obviously when they'll be needing someone to bowl those Yorkers at the depth, it's going to be him. He's got a very solid technique there, Farhan Taslim. Probably the best in this batting lineup of Delhi boys. Very good hands, plays the ball very late. Watch the ball closely. And the fact is that even if he consumes a lot of deliveries at the start of the innings, he knows that he can make things up. Because once he gets his eye in, he can play those big shots, Farhan. But for that to happen, he will obviously need some support at the other end. Iftikhar Ahmed so far hasn't done a lot wrong. He's 14 of 11. Pretty decent strike rate. Looking to be as aggressive as possible, especially after losing 2 early wickets. Abdul Basit. And the other batter, Gibran Saeed. Daniel Tariq, well, what a performance he's showing once again tonight. Just 2 runs coming in his over. 4 overs done. Delhi boys are 24 for 2. First change in the bowling attack. Shazib Zafar comes in, bowls a full toss. Now will it carry to Mohib Suleiman at deep mid wicket? He ran in, got down, but couldn't take it. But most important is to see whether it was a no ball or not, because that was a full toss for sure. But was it over waist height? I think that's something that, in fact, Iftikhar Ahmed was also complaining at the umpire, and he's still doing that because he thinks that was well over the waist height. No ball or not, but that was an opportunity missed by the batter and the fielder. I'm pretty sure if that catch would have been taken, Iftikhar Ahmed would have had a long discussion with the on-field umpire. Hits it over square leg. Now this time he has timed it well, and Mohib Suleiman won't be able to pull it back. Excellent timing and placement from Iftikhar Ahmed. He's doing the right thing, keeping the scoreboard moving. He knows it's still the batting power play, and you need to take as many risks as possible with just 2 fielders outside. Pretty strong leg side player, Iftikhar Ahmed, as he gets another boundary over square leg. Now he has been moved slightly towards his right, Mohib Suleiman, almost between square leg and mid-wicket position. Got his man, Shazib Zafar. A straighter one. Just looking to guide it towards the offside. Iftikhar Ahmed might have got an inside edge too. But look at that middle stump, completely disturbed by the left-arm spinner. Looking to stay back to a delivery. Once again, that was slightly fuller, and Shazib Zafar already started celebrating as soon as Iftikhar Ahmed missed that one. Every bowling change has worked so far for D-Lighters. Shazib also gets his first wicket. Iftikhar Ahmed walks back after scoring 20 tonight. It's 30 for 3. As for Salim, the new man in at number 5. Delhi boys already struggling at 30 for 3. Shazib Zafar, well, chance of a run out at the non-striker's end, and he's going to be out for Farhan Taslim. And look at the disappointment on his face. I think he realizes that it was not his partner's mistake, but it was his, because Asfar Salim, after hitting it towards mid-wicket, didn't go for that run. Farhan Taslim, look at where he was standing. He was long way down the track, and there was no chance for him to return the crease. And once again, when you lose your bat, there is no chance for you to slide in. And Farhan Taslim, well, he was supposed to stay out there till the end for his team, being the skipper, but now he'll have to walk back. And Delhi boys, well, they could not have asked for a disastrous start than that. They are 30 for 4. All right, so the spinners right now of Delighter's team are wreaking havoc for Delhi boys. We saw Shazib Zafar getting a couple of wickets in the previous over. Well, they got 3 wickets in the previous over when Farhan Taslim got himself run out, and then Shazib got another one. And now Khurram Shahid is out there in the middle, along with Umair Usman, who is at the non-strikers end. Tries to hit it hard. It's not going to carry towards long off, but that's how Khurram Shahid plays. He's usually very busy at the crease. Likes to keep things moving with his singles and twos. He plays the ball in unusual areas. But right now, a target of 135 looks far, far away for Delhi boys. Mohib Suleiman bowling for the first time in this innings. Took the new ball in the previous match, bowling the last over of the power play tonight. And once again, well, he's not giving away many runs. He was getting regular movement across the left-hander, and he was especially troubling Saiful and Asim in the previous match. Hitting the pads, but was angling down the leg side. Big appeal, but the umpire is not going to entertain that one. A decent over comes to an end from Mohib. 5 runs coming off it. 6 overs completed, and tell you what, it's 35 for 5. Into his second over now, Shazib Zafar against the left-handed batter Khurram Shahid. Still coming over the wicket though, in fact around the wicket. Well, one thing is for sure, they won't look to go for those risky singles now, especially after losing Farhan Taslim, their skipper, on a run out at the non-strikers end. Gets his man. Horrible stroke. And short selection from Khurram Shahid. It was not that short. Look at how deep he tried to go there, exposing his stumps. And Shazib Zafar, well, he just needed a small gap, but Khurram exposed all his 3. And now he's going to be walking back after scoring just 4. Shazib Zafar is proving the man with the golden arm tonight. 3 wickets now for him tonight. He's 36 for 6. 3 for 6 in just 1.3 overs. Imran Chawla comes in much earlier than he would have liked, than he would have anticipated. Almost lost his wicket too. There is once again confusion, but not a good throw. Umar Chawla still asking him to throw it properly. Well, Umar, your side is in a very strong position. I think I like the strategy. They are still going for a kill. They want to pick up early wickets. In fact, they have already got 6, but they want to pick up more. Gently plays that one towards the leg side, but he's in no mood to go for that single. Umar Usman, I don't think he's that quick between the wickets. Imran Chawla is. Once again, living dangerously. Looking to hit it on the offside, getting inside edge and hitting it towards fine leg. Shazib Zafar, not a big turner of the ball. There is hardly any variation that he's offering now, but he's still proving to be so effective. 3 for 7, in fact 3 for 8 in his 2 overs. 7 overs done. Delhi boys are 37 for 6. Delhi boys, as Delighters are putting up a show here tonight. Well, the fact that the opposition is now 6 down, so I'm pretty sure Daniel will look to flight the ball a lot more. He's got all the time, all the chance in the world to pick up a few more wickets. Got one of Gibran Said early on. Goes to the big shot, bowling attack. Start. Delhi boys are in search of a partnership and a big one. Not much batting left for them. You can see Abdullah Nawab batted up. Once again, just guiding it towards short third. Shazib Zafar with a throw. Now that's going to be touch and go. Did the wicketkeeper gather that throw cleanly or not? The umpire has straight away referred that one upstairs, and I think it's going to be touch and go. Can be another wicket if the ball was gathered cleanly. It was Umair Usman who was running it towards the danger, and he is a little slow across the wickets. Let's see whether he was back inside the crease or not. A perfect throw. He gathered the ball, and Umair Usman, well, his bat was well behind the crease. It's going to be another wicket, another run out. Seventh wicket has now. In fact, the umpires believe that the wicketkeeper did not gather the ball. Solid in defence, Umair Usman. He's very lucky to be still out there. 6 runs in that over from Daniel Tariq. 8 overs done. Delhi boys are still 43 for 6. Starting the third over now, Shazib Zafar 3 for 8 for the left arm orthodox. Still need 92 more runs to win with just 4 wickets in hand now, Delhi boys. Looks close. That looks close. Or did he get some bat there? Shahzeb Zafar cannot believe it. His bat and pad were very close. Straight away raising his bat to suggest to the umpire that he got his bat there. Otherwise that looked plumb. Shahzeb Zafar, well, nothing fancy about his action, but the thing that he does so often is that he comes very closer to the wickets, and when he does that, his deliveries are much straighter as compared to the other spinners. That is probably the only delivery in his spell that was well outside the off stump. Otherwise, everything has been right on that off stump and middle stump channel. Saad Sultan himself is at short mid-wicket, so there is no way they can get a single in that region. And they've got Mohib Suleiman at short extra cover, so they're doing the right thing. Even the batting power play is done, but they're still keeping the fielders up close. And Shahzeb Zafar continues to block the flow of runs. That's a maiden from the left-arm spinner. 9 overs completed, and the score remains on 43 for 6. What about him? Bilal Shoaib is another wicket-taking option for Delighters. Coming into bowl now for the first time in his innings. Times that one well. Does Umair Usman will get a boundary eventually. He attempted that stroke a couple of overs ago. Got a couple of runs on that occasion. This time got plenty of more bat on that. And made sure that he hit it wide enough of that field at a deep mid-wicket. Not much distance between him and the ball, but still it was timed well enough. Boundary after ages for Delhi boys. Pitches that one up. Will be just a run towards deep square leg. Daniel Tariq will be in action. Not with the ball, but with the field. Crawling their way in this innings, Delhi boys. We've seen some close matches up till now. Tries to go for the sweep shot, but the ball might have hit his gloves. That's why none of the fielders bothered appealing, just the bowler. And the bowlers usually do that. Whenever the ball hit the pads or anything, they just start appealing for something. And I think now the ball might have hit his chin, Imran Chawla. He's asking for some treatment. And meanwhile, that's going to give us time to make a bit of a break.
يا ليل يا ليل من غرام وليلة
So it's the last over for Shahzeb Zafar, and once again he hasn't given many runs away. Can he get another wicket? The ball just angling down the leg side, hitting the pads, but that would have missed the stumps. 11 overs done and dusted. Shahzeb is done with his spell. 3 for 13 for the left-arm orthodox. The Delhi boys are 54 for 6. .54 for 6. Imran is still out there. The flow of wickets have just halted momentarily, it seems, because we haven't seen a wicket going down in the last 3 overs. But having said that, I mean, the Lighters are still in a very, very strong position. 81 more needed for Delhi boys. The required run rate now has gone beyond 9 and over. Remember, they have not got much batting left. You could see Usman Rashid and Abdullah Nawab batted up. Or maybe Saqib Reis might be the next man in. Lovely ball. Now he's appealing for stumping, and the umpire has once again sent that one upstairs. That's a beautiful delivery from Bilal Shoaib, though. Probably the only delivery in his spell so far that turned that much. Imran Chawla was completely off balance because he was looking to hit it straighter. The ball turning away from him. The wicketkeeper did the right thing by taking the bails off. But as soon as he did that, you could see his reaction that suggested that Imran Chawla might have dragged his back foot in the crease. But once again, we've got the technology, so we'll have a side-on replay to judge whether he was safe or not, Imran Chawla. There you see he missed the ball, but that back foot just did not move at all. He was well in and he did not even move that 1 inch. So he's going to be safe, Imran Chawla, and he's going to continue with his innings. Three more balls to go in this over. Playing too much away from the body, Imran Chawla. And once again, we have seen that so many times in his career, especially when he comes into bat. He doesn't have that many options left at the other end. Umair Usman, well, he is doing a bit of damage with the bat, but still it's too much to ask from them. Looking to stop it with his left foot, maybe Abdullah Tawab, but not being able to do that as Imran gets another single. But at this moment of time, there is no point of talking about their strike rates. Both these batters will be thinking that they can try to get as close to the target as possible. That's going to be their first target in the next 5 overs. And if they don't lose a wicket in the next 5, maybe that's when they will look to go for those big shots. That was an attempted big stroke, but luckily the ball didn't carry towards Umar Chawla, who was standing at point. which means it's going to be another single for Umair Usman. 12 overs completed. It's 56 for 6. Now it's Umar Chawla. Could have come a lot earlier, but obviously with the other bowlers bowling really well and chipping in with wickets, he's now bowling the 13th over. Obviously the limelight was stolen by Shahzeb Zafar when he got 3 wickets in his spell. Gets his man, bowled him round his legs, Umar Chawla. And the resistance of Imran Chawla comes to an end. Gets his wicket in the very first over, Umar. A delivery that was fuller in length, looking to sweep that Imran Chawla. He was spotting, eyeing that gap between square leg and fine leg. In fact, the fine leg fielder was pretty square, but missing the line of that ball completely. And that is all Umar Chawla needed to get rid of Imran Chawla. Another wicket goes down for Delhi boys. Imran Chawla walks back. It's 57 for 7. Usman Arshad, the new man in at number 9. Remember, we told you there is not much batting left for Delhi boys. And straight away for the new batter, they've got that fielder at first slip. Not many fielders standing at the boundary ropes, just long on and long off, and 2 fielders on the leg side. Might see more and more spinners, and he might not see Ali Musa finishing off his spell tonight. It was once again that man, the Delhi Express, who started doing all the damage by getting that big wicket of Abdul Basit Zaki. And after then, it was all about the spinners. Daniel Tariq, Shazib Zafar, and now Umar Chawla has also got 1 wicket. Eventually will get a single towards deep mid wicket. Usman Rashid. Well, since there is no one backing up, it went for that second run, and Umar Chawla once again disappointed because he wanted the throw to be a little flat, a little closer to the stumps. That wasn't the case, and as a result, Usman will get 2. Flighting that one up, that was a wrong gun attempted. And once again, that back foot was well planted inside the crease. A successful over comes to an end from Umar Chawla. 3 runs and a wicket off it. 13 done. Delhi boys are struggling at 59 for 7. The only spinner who hasn't really made a mark so far in this game. Just get the feeling with tail up. Just one good delivery away from getting his wicket. This might be a run out. It will definitely be a run out, and this time there is no saving Umair Usman. Once again, they were targeting the right hand because Umair Usman has been, as we have been mentioning it before too, has been very slow across the wickets. Usman Rashid playing it towards the widest short third man region where Ali Musa was positioned. He got down to the ball and with a rocket arm made sure that he got his throw right. The wicketkeeper doing the job. Another wicket goes down. Second batter losing his wicket courtesy of a run out. Umair Usman now walking back. Delhi boys are 60 for 8. Second victory in this Delhi Premier League Season 2. And if they can manage to do that with a big margin, obviously, they'll go right at the top of the points table, going past our fiend builders. That's why when you shape up your squad, you need to make sure that you've got some really decent bowling options. And by the looks of it, I think the Eliders have got the best team possible. As far as the bowling is concerned, you've got so many wicket-taking options. You've got Umar Chawla, Daniel Tariq, Bilal Shoaib, Ali Musa especially. The way he has come in with the new ball, being a fast bowler on bowling on surfaces that have Not much in them for the fast bowlers, but he has provided breakthroughs regularly in these couple of matches. Speaks volume of how much depth they've got in their bowling attack. Thickish outside edge from Usman Rashid. That's going to run down fine. Shahzaib Zafar doing the chase, and Usman will pick up another couple. 14 down, it's 63 for 8.
Fierce as the fight, under the moon we play all night. Hear the crowd scream, chasing glory, chasing the dream.
Still that failure at first slip for the new man. Once again with that rocket arm, Ali Musa. On this occasion, the batter were quick across the wickets. Now Delhi boys must be thinking that their bowling was okay, like it was pretty decent, because they didn't allow D-Lighter's team to go for a big score. 134 is what they managed, but definitely they need to come up with a different strategy maybe in the next match, especially if you talk about their batting. The batters, the top order batters especially, will have to be more responsible and more watchful, and they will definitely look to take the game down deep. Slightly short once again. It's Ali Musa in action, but he got a little off balance, and that's why I didn't get a chance of throwing at either end. He's doing the right thing, Umar Chawla. He's keeping majority of the fielders up, mid-on and mid-off both up, because he knows the batters are not going to go for those big shots. And even if they do, they might hold out in the deep. Might be a wide down the leg side. Delhi boys, well, it's good that the worst day possible has come in the very first match, because now they will definitely look to come back with a much more serious approach in their next match coming forward. Remember, they still have got 4 matches to come, since there are 6 teams participating and every team gets to play 5 league matches before we go on to the playoffs. 15 down is 67 for 8. Just guiding it. Another rocket arm throw from Ali Musa, but this time he just couldn't hit the stumps. A direct hit, and you might have witnessed Saqib walking back. Just a couple of wickets away from completing yet another victory tonight. The D-Lighters team, on paper, they look very strong. But I just get the feeling things will get more interesting as the tournament moves on. He's into his last over now, Bilal Shoaib. Ideally, he would love to pick up a wicket at least to get a bit more confidence. Pitches that one up. Chance for the fielder at long on. Should be a regulation chance. It is. No mistake done on that occasion by the fielder at long on. It was slided up. The invitation was there to go for the big shot, and Saqib went for it, not knowing that there was a fielder out there perfectly positioned to take that one, which he did. So Bilal finally gets his first. Saqib walks back after scoring 3. Delhi boys are 69 for 9.
Drums are pounding in the night sky's glow. That's like thunder, hearts on fire. Dreams take flight, rising higher. Hear the crowd scream, chasing.
Asif Feroz joins his crime partner, Usman Arshad, and look at the stance. Well, he knows there is not much left in this game because just 1 wicket left and it's going to be all over for Delhi boys. He's still trying to provide more entertainment. Now Ali Musa at first slip. Moeeb Suleiman at mid-off, very close to the bowler. Umar Chawla himself at extra cover. Anas Mustafiz also joins him. Missed it again. A dot delivery it is to end the over. 2 runs and a wicket that for Bilal Shoaib. It's 69 for 9 after 16. Moeeb Suleiman bowling the 17th over can well and truly turn out to be the last over as well if he can manage to pick up a wicket, or we see another run out, which wasn't the case on that occasion though, because Anas Mustafiz just couldn't, get down to the ball on that one, and they got a single easily. So 71 for 9, and it's going to be a big margin of defeat for Delhi boys, so they'll have to come back very strongly in their next matches to come. Oh, that's a big one. That's a huge hit from Usman. That's going to go all the way for 6. Probably he's going to ask his captain to send him up the order in the next match. This is the first maximum of the innings from Usman Arshad, coming from the batter who came out to bat at number 9, if I'm not wrong. Although there were many fielders standing inside the inner ring and not at the boundary rope, but even if that they would have been standing at the edge of the boundary rope, that still would have gone over. That is how well timed that shot was from Usman. Clever, very clever from the youngster's point of view. Bowled much slower through the air. Might have been a leg cutter, because you could see the ball turning away after pitching from Usman. Bowling with a shorter run-up now. A low full toss, hit away comfortably towards long on. Clipped away towards square leg. Now he's running the first one hard, but I don't think he'll be interested in the second one. Asif Feroz. 17 overs done. Delhi boys are 79 for 9. Into his last over now, Daniel Tariq. Both these tailenders still ensuring that they see out the next 3 overs without losing their wickets. Usually it's a mini battle between the two teams. I mean, everyone knows that the next 3 overs will be just a mere formality because we already know the result of this game, the outcome of this game. But if these two tailenders can just stay out there, can occupy the crease for the next 3, they will have their morale high for the next match, and at least Delhi boys will know that they can rely on their tailenders. Shuffling across, and that's not going to be the case because Daniel Tariq picks up another wicket. Looking to pull that one. Usman Arshad exposing his stumps, and that's all Daniel Tariq was in search for. Got 3 wickets in the first match, got a couple of wickets tonight, and as a result, Delhi boys have been bundled out for just 80 in pursuit of 135. 54 runs is the margin of defeat, and it's a big one considering it's a T20 game. Not much to talk about if we talk about their batting. The top scorer being Iftikhar Ahmed, right at the top of the order, scoring 20 while coming to open the innings, and the next best batter was Usman, who scored 14. Nothing, absolutely nothing in the middle order. We saw so many batters losing their wickets in single figures, and that was the primary reason why Delhi boys couldn't get anywhere closer to the target of 135. As far as the bowling is concerned, they started picking up wickets right from the start. Ali Musa got that wicket of Abdul Basit Zaki. Daniel Tariq got 2 once again tonight. Shahzib Zafar once again was the pick of the bowler, 3 for 15. Omar Chawla also got 1, and we saw Bilal Shoaib getting 1 for 13 in his 4 overs. All right, it's time for the post-match presentation ceremony of the fifth match of Bluebird Daily Premier League Season 2, presented by NJS Cuisine and powered by Net Solar Energy Private Limited. And once again, we saw side batting first going on to win the match. This time it was Delighters against the team that was playing their very first match, Daily Boys, in this tournament. And I've got both the captains with me, Umar Taslim, the leader of Delighters, and Farhan Taslim, leading Daily Boys. And Farhan, I would like to have words with you first, since you are the losing captain. Farhan bhai, पहला मैच था, ऑब्वियसली कंडीशंस को असेस करने में टाइम लगता है, लेकिन जो डिफरेंट कॉम्बिनेशन के साथ आपकी डेली बॉयज़ की टीम उतरी है इस बार इस टूर्नामेंट में, ज़्यादा बॉलिंग ऑप्शंस हैं, तो कहाँ ऐसी गलती हो गई कि अनफॉर्चुनेटली 140 तक नहीं चेस हो सका?
गलती हमारे से एक नहीं हुई, काफ़ी ज़्यादा गलती हुई हैं। नई टीम है, नए लड़के हैं, सब एक दूसरे से जेल नहीं हुए, पहला मैच था, ये सब चीज़ें इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट मैच में आपको चेंज नज़र आएगी ये टीम ना।
बॉलिंग में तो हमने देखा आपने 135 तक रोक लिया था, बट
बॉलिंग हमारी बिल्कुल सही थी, ऐसा कुछ बहुत ज़्यादा स्कोर नहीं था, 130 135 आई थिंक ऐसा टारगेट था, बट हमने जल्दी करी, शुरू में स्टार्ट सही नहीं लिया, जिसकी वजह से ये प्रॉब्लम आई ना।
ऑल द बेस्ट फरहान, अभी सिर्फ पहला मैच आ गया, 4 मैचेस मजीद बाकी हैं
इंशाल्लाह।
All the best, Farhan Taslim. And now the winning captain, Umar Chawla of D-Lighters team. Umar, once again, a complete performance with the bat and with the ball. Do you think that 135 is enough on this pitch in these conditions, or do you think that you've got enough depth in your batting team, then you can get more than that?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yeah, we have got more than that we could have reached around 150, but we were pretty satisfied with the score, looking at the wicket and our bowling lineup and fielding like we played last time, and we gave a bit extras that time, but we were confident that we can defend 135 easily.
If you look at all the teams, I think it's your team who has got more bowling options and more wicket-taking options. I mean, you've got someone like Daniel Tariq who you can rotate at any stage of the innings, and you yourself also pick up wickets.
That's the beauty of DPL. Last time we discussed about no retention policy, and we can see that every team have wicket-taking options. We also have even I think that Delhi Boys is the best bowling side in this tournament, but we managed a decent target against them, and we were confident about our wicket takers as well. We have Bilal Shoaib, Daniel Tariq was given a new ball. He was given a new opportunity, and he was dominating about it.
And we saw senior men stepping up, Anas Mustafid with some runs under his belt.
Yes, we were missing that from him since last season. He was not the one who were amongst the rungs. But this time, a very good cameo from Ali Nasser, and Anas Bhai was excellent.
All right, so 2-2, and we'll see more winning matches to come. We've got 3 more to come.
Inshallah. We look forward to finish on a higher note in the league stages.
All the best, Umar. All the best, both the captains. Now the prize distribution ceremony. The first award is for the best, in fact, the most economical bowler. And picking up 2 wickets and giving away just 13 runs, it's Daniel Tariq. And he's going to get a gift from Mepros for being the most economical bowler. The next award is for the cool player of the match, a gift voucher of rupees 2,000 from Clopal, and it goes to Abdullah Tawab for scoring runs at top of the order. Abdullah Tawab. The next award is for the best fielder of the match, a gift hamper from CMDS Aluminium Foil, and it goes to the wicketkeeper Abdul Basit Zaki. Alright, he has left a couple of stumpings and a catch. So Amir Bartla can come and collect the award on his behalf. Abdul Basit Zaki for being the best fielder of the match. Next award is for the game-changing moment, and he's going to get a gift hamper from Organic Herbs, and it goes to Shazib Zafar for that over where he picked up a couple of wickets. Well, he's also the best bowler of the match, Shazib Zafar, so he's going to stay here with us. Shazib Zafar is our best bowler, so he's going to get a gift of 2,000 rupees from DPL management and a gift from SM Jewelers, so picking up 3 wickets. Best batsman of the match and no surprises for scoring valuable 42 runs with the bat. He's going to get a cash prize of 2,000 rupees from DPL management and gift from AVT. It goes to Anas Mustafiz. Okay. Anas Mustafiz, the best batter of the game. Lot of awards. The final award for man of the match, a cash prize of 4,000 from DPL management and gift from AY Fragrances, and it's once again goes to Shahzib Zafar. Shahzib being the man of the match for picking up 3 wickets. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here with us. We'll be back tomorrow for the next game. Till then, it's me, Zishan Khalid, signing off. Allah Hafiz.